Hi, I'm Edwin.
I'm Jack.
And I have a rant for all of you employers out there. This needs to go out because I've been holding this in for this moment for a while. I just want to say that you all need to remember where you came from, because 3 years ago, we had COVID and you were dying for workers. You needed people. You were giving people money for transportation. You're paying them extra money. You're paying them lunch. You're giving them bonuses, sign-on bonuses, all sorts of things. And we circle back to 2024 and oh, how ye have forgotten. This is ridiculous. So let me explain what I've gone through on my job. And I'm not going to say the job. Go back in the archives. You'll know where I work. So it is late November and we have our annual Christmas party, corporate Christmas party thing, right?
In November?
No, so it's late November. This is right after Thanksgiving. So they tell us, hey, the Christmas party is going to be in 2 weeks.
Oh, I remember this.
We did not get a location. We did not get a time. Nothing. It's in 2 weeks. So they tell us, because we have a large number of people that work the weekends, they tell us, hey, well, if you want to go, it is not going to be on company time, which I am morally opposed to. Because if it's a Christmas party for the employees, we should not have to use our time. So they said you could either use your PTO or you just can't go. Great. So then they go around and ask, hey, are you going? Are you going? Are you going? I have no PTO left. I cannot go. Are you going to go? I don't have any PTO. They're just like, oh, okay. So then a week later, they tell us it's going to be on whatever date it was, the following Friday that they announced it. We still don't have a location. They give us a time. This time is right in the middle of our shift. So they said, you know what? We're going to give you another option. Instead of just using your time off, you can come in on another day, on this certain day during the week. Are you going to go? Are you going to go? Are you going to go? I work that day. I can't switch to a day that I already work. Is there another option? You use your time off? I don't have any time off. You can't go. Great. Where is it? We still don't know yet. How are we going to have to pay for parking? We don't know. So keep in mind, we work weekends. They disclose on the Monday that the thing is going to happen on a Friday. They tell us on the Monday, oh, well, it's going to be here. Great. It's going to be at this time. Great. Well, you're going to have to pay for parking. Okay. Well, thanks for telling us. Now, this changes things for people.
Yes.
So now, not only are we going to have to use our time off, we also are going to have to pay for parking. So then they say, you know what? It's fine. We're going to give you guys another option. Why don't you come in an hour after the first shift so you can work 10 hours and then you could be out in time to go to this Christmas party. That ain't happening.
So the people who leave late at night have to come in, essentially not sleep.
Yes.
Come in early.
Yes.
So they can go to the Christmas party.
Yes. We get off of work. Our shift ends right before midnight.
Mm-hmm.
They wanted us to be back before 8.
Right.
Not happening.
Just so they can go to the Christmas party.
Just so they can go to the Christmas party that we cannot use our PTO for. But during COVID, Christmas party, don't worry about it. It's on company time.
So, to hold off, was the Christmas party, did you get paid for being there?
No.
That is a valid, then just go home. That's it. No, this is a issue
but
to me. I'm going home.
I'm not waking up early to complete my shift to go home early.
By the way, That's a long intro. I'm Jesse. Glad to be here after such a magnificent intro. I'm not sure what I can do better than that.
No,
You're not, because I'm not done. So
He's not done.
He's
so
not done.
we get to
1 minute.
so we get to the day, and it's like,
The story gets worse.
so no, wait, no, I take that back. So it was that Monday. So my manager comes around to me again. Are you going to go to this party? At this point, I'm like, you know what? When they sent out the email, I did RSVP yes. Maybe I'll go. And she's like, oh, but you told us no. That was 2 weeks ago. You didn't present an option where I could go. Now I have the option of coming in early. Oh, but you told us no. Now I have a moral dilemma. And the moral dilemma for me is, you all know that I can be very stubborn and very, very petty. So the petty part of me is like, forget you. I'm coming in early just to go to the Christmas party just because you said I didn't RSVP. But then there's the other side of me that's like, I don't want to wake up early and go through all that just to be petty, to go to a party that I'm probably not going to enjoy. So I'm like, you know what? They're going to be gone half the shift. I'll stay back at work and I'll do absolutely nothing for the last half of my shift. That's what I'm going to do.
I would have done the same.
So we do that. We get to Friday. So now it's me and a couple other people that's left on our shift, and the third shift's coming in. So they say, you know what? We're going to feed everybody that didn't get a chance to go to the Christmas party. All right. Nice of you. So I go down with the supervisor. We get the food. They order food from Beggar's Pizza. They did not get a pizza.
Which makes no sense.
Why do you go to Beggar's Pizza and not buy pizza? So this is what they get. They get a tray of wings, one appetizer of fried vegetables like cauliflower, zucchini, mushrooms, whatever. And then they get a huge bowl of soup, or not soup, salad with 6 different salad dressings. So the supervisor and I had to sit down there and look at these wings and look at how many people were scheduled to come in. And so we deduced that everybody is able to get exactly 3 wings, a scoop of salad, and whoever grabs one of the fried appetizers until they're gone.
That's it.
That's it.
Yeah.
3 wings, a scoop of salad, but you could have all the salad dressing in the world that you wanted. And this is the thing. I got feedback from people at the party. We got off easy because the food at the party, undercooked pink chicken,
Ooh.
undercooked hamburgers.
Ooh.
Half the staff was out sick the next few days.
Wow. From food poisoning.
They made people, so they gave you 2 drink tickets. The drink tickets, you can only get like a certain kind of like bottom shelf beer, 1 or 2 beers, or 1 like bottom shelf drink. If you wanted another drink or a different kind of drink, $20.
Wow.
$20.
$20
So
for what?
It was okay. So the drink ticket, you could either get like a thing of beer or wine.
Oh.
The wine was warm. The beer was warm.
Ugh.
The food made people sick. This is how you treat people on the Christmas party. They had to pay for parking. This is how you treat people on the Christmas party, and they still have to go to work.
And this company is not a small company.
We're a Fortune 500 company.
Yeah, this.
We're
company,
tied in with Epstein Island. That's all I'll say.
Yeah.
So
The list is coming out, guys.
Like
so-
we didn't like our division didn't even get invited to the Christmas the company Christmas party. Like we were completely like nothing.
You're like
nothing.
the unwanted stepchild.
Pretty much.
Wow.
We didn't nothing. I had to dish out of my own pocket to like, and I had to motivate like other people to be like, can we throw these people something, some kind of appreciation for their work? But like,
that's good management.
Yeah.
That's good management. But I have more bad management.
I can't even imagine like a Fortune 500 company like just shitting on their employees to the point where they made them all sick.
It's not even that bad. Okay, so now let's fast.
Part 2.
There's more.
This is a 3-parter. So
Three-parter.
let's fast forward a week. So then now we got our annual reviews that we got to come across, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's annual review time.
Oh shit!
So now I adjust since I like train the new hires. They're supposed to work whatever schedule they're assigned to work. But for whatever reason they say, no, we're going to have them work Monday through Friday. That's not my schedule. So now being the team player that I am, I adjust my schedule to be with them. I don't have to do that. I'm doing that out of the kindness of my heart. So we fast forward a week later. I'm on week 1 of this adjusted schedule, and I'm scheduled to get my annual review that week. I think that like Wednesday. So Tuesday comes in. I walk in. I get a message from my manager. Hey, can I come? Can we meet in the office or whatever? Cool. We're going to have to put you on notice. Why? Well, you were late. More backstory. You all know this, and it's been a year. So Christina's sister passed, right? And so after that, as you all know, we get her niece on the weekends.
Mm-hmm.
So I was under another manager at the time. I go to the manager, I tell him what's going on, and he's like, look, I understand, and I'm like, I don't know how this thing is going to be. We're trying to figure everything out. I might end up being a few little late on days. And he's like, look, it doesn't matter. We have the coverage. Do what you got to do. So he leaves that December. So then I get transitioned under his manager that was above him first before I get transitioned to my shift manager. This happens from December to about the first week of February. So during that time, there was a few days where I was late, which was primarily the days where I would pick her up and drop her off, And then Edwin, we take the blue line. That was when they cut services. We went from getting a train every 5 to 7 minutes to like every 25 to 30 minutes. Yeah. And then they had that thing where you had to get off the train and get back on at what was it, like Western and something. So we had all that going on. So that added an additional hour and a half of travel time to my already long travel.
Yeah.
So he was understanding. He said that, boom. So I'm under this new manager. We're in December. She goes all the way back to that time to be like, well, you were late on this day, this day. And I'm like, okay, yeah, it was. But we discussed that and we adjusted my schedule. So I came in 30 minutes later and that stopped. Little did I know this lady put me on a verbal warning without telling me at that time.
She can't do that. That's not.
So
they have to notify you.
So I'm getting to that. So I'm like, okay. So then fast forward, there's some sort of like the hot chocolate run downtown or whatever. And everybody is like late on those days because they start closing the streets and whatever. First shift, they adjusted their schedule because they're like, the race is going to go on. By the time we start, they're like, the race should be winding down or over. You should be okay. We're not going to do anything. Of course, the race isn't over by then. So the streets are still closed off. The trains are running, weird or whatever. So everybody's late. So I go and I say, hey, look, I text her like, hey, look, I'm going to be late because of this stuff. Oh, don't worry about it. She used that day. She went back to use that day to be like, well, this is a written warning because we gave you that verbal warning previously and this occurrence happened. So now we got to give you a written. And I'm like, okay, when did the verbal happen? Don't I have to sign? Well, at some point we switched from you having to sign a piece of paper to we're emailing you about, we email you the warning. Our email system only goes back about 3 or 4 months that they archive. After that, it's gone. If you want to extend it, you have to like go through these steps to extend it. So I can no longer go back in my emails and see if this happened.
But neither can they.
So now I'm in a fight to do this. So I'm at least on a verbal, possibly on a written.
No, there's no,
all of this.
They have no evidence that they can take to HR to say that they actually initiated the verbal.
Again, but that's a fight that I'm currently going through. But again, all of this happens because I had an understanding under this person.
Mm-hmm.
I tell you about it. And the day before my review, you drop this on me. Now, I'm not the only person this happened to. They did this to other people. So I can't be like, all right, you're singling me out because I heard from multiple people that they did the exact same thing to them.
Yeah.
So then the next day I get my annual review. And then it's like, all right, you're graded on we have like 3 different categories. And then you're either good, average, or needs work. The metrics are different. They use different terminology, but you're either excel, average, needs work. I'm average on 2 categories, and apparently I need work on my teamwork. And I'm like looking at this, and I'm like, I need work on my teamwork. She's like, yeah. And I'm like, you realize you're telling me this on a day when I'm supposed to be off, but I adjusted my schedule to be here to help the team. You realize I am constantly going outside the parameters of my job description to help the team. Look back there. My face is on the wall because my peers have nominated me for being exceptional for what I do on a daily basis here. And you're telling me that my weakest point is teamwork. Well, yeah, you don't talk to us enough. Talk to who? Well, we don't really know what you do on a daily basis. Now, this goes back to when a supervisor told her that I don't work for half my shift. She said, I come in, I don't do anything for the first 4 to 5 hours, and then I start working. And I said, this is impossible. Keep in mind, I was out for the time when we had the miscarriage, which I mentioned previously, right? So I was only back for a couple weeks. So then I'm like, I've only been here a few times. I was with these new hires for these 2 weeks. I'm with them every day. How can I not work? I have to check everything that they do. They said, you don't work. Put me in the office with them. So we go through that. So I'm having an hour-long discussion with these people. I cannot get them to understand why it's disrespectful and detrimental to my career that somebody is saying that I am not working on my time.
You're just not a team player.
I'm not a team player. So when she says this, I'm like, you didn't mention any of this before that situation happened. This is why I sent an email to you expressing my displeasure about this. And we had a meeting talking about this because I knew that this would later on impact people's perception. So now I got a bad review that's impacting my raise. And since I'm on a warning, I can nobody's going to give me an interview for any internal positions. They don't do that if you're on corrective action. You don't come off corrective action for a year. So now I cannot move amongst the company because of this warning that I have, and I'm not going to get a good raise because of this bad review that you gave me. That's strike 2. Number 3, Christmas time rolls around a week later, 2 weeks later, but we do it the week before because everybody's going to be on vacation Christmas week. So they're going around, they're giving people Christmas presents. I think I get off nice because I ended up getting 2 cups. They give me cups with the wrong tops. Can't even use the cups. Let me tell you the other gifts that people got. People got a salt shaker. Coincidentally, the people that are more heavy set got salt seasoning. Some people got a bottle of Ajax dish soap. Ajax dish soap.
The worst one, too. The worst one.
Straight dollar store.
Straight dollar store. And then what was the third one that they got?
Where can it go from here?
It was dish soap, it was seasoning, and somebody got 1 measuring cup.
Not even a set, just
Not
one.
even a set, just 1 measuring cup. They broke up the set and gave people individual measuring cups.
Edwin has a look
These
of a
are the
lifetime.
Christmas gifts that they gave to the employees. I'm not joking. I have visual evidence of this. I've seen it. Dish soap, seasoning, a measuring cup. So this is how you are supposed to appreciate your employees. This is where we've come from COVID. Dish soap, measuring cup, seasoning.
Food poisoning.
Undercooked chicken.
Undercooked chicken. Putting people on corrective action. Most of the shift is on some sort of corrective action for whatever reason. It's ridiculous, and I think you employers need to do better. You did not learn your lesson during COVID, and it's starting to reflect. And people are going to show you their real colors. Because I'm telling you, this younger generation, they're not playing. This younger generation not playing, and the older ones are starting to get fed up too. Y'all need to do better. So since they can't get themselves right, I'm going to do something for you guys. Aww. This is for you. This is for you.
Jesse.
Me? Oh, I wasn't expecting that.
This is for you.
Cut this part out.
Thank you, sir.
I'm so
Because
happy.
I appreciate
Oh, Jamaal, you gave me Ajax. Thanks.
because I appreciate each and every one of you
Well, thank you.
and all that you do in your friendship.
Martin's gonna be jelly. Martin's gonna be jelly. This is definitely gonna be C2E2 where you got Sakura, Karen, Cammy, and Chun-Li playing arcade games. Yeah, boy. Oh, Jesse's got a good one. Oh, shit, boy.
And what did... No way! Are you serious?
I know. I knew it right as I saw the
What
ears.
are the odds of this?
Jamal knows. Jamal knows. Dude, this is awesome, dude. How did you even, like... I didn't even know they had merch for this show.
No, seriously, this is amazing. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Jesse got free in, and Edwin got dangers in my heart.
She's so amazing. Her blank face just...
She has demon. Yep. She's happy that she killed some demons.
This is mine.
Sorry, Jesse. That's Jamal's.
You got Nezco. You got Nezco.
He's like, where did that go? He's like,
You got a nice shirt, and you got tarot cards.
Yeah, no.
Reamer.
Reamer.
Tarot card.
Reamer.
I'm not hating on your gift. I'm just admiring it.
Well, we weebs love our gifts.
And we're
And
driving home together, right?
this is the gift exchange episode.
Yep. Well, they did that, and this fits, so I'm really happy about that. This fits really well.
I think we're all going to wear our shirts.
We're all doing that. That's happening. So, yeah, this is on now. Yeah, I think that...
She's pointing the wand. Like, you already know you're about to die.
Yeah, there's no chance in hell.
It's the face that always gets me for her. Her facial expressions are what made the anime so great for me.
Oh, yeah.
No, they set that. Thank you, Jamal. This is amazing.
She's in love.
That's awesome. These are all awesome.
Martin's going to be jelly.
Oh, he's gonna be absolutely jealous. Yeah, no, they did that so that they don't have to give any of you guys raises.
Oh yeah. Oh, I know.
No promotions, no raises.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
And Edwin early got me Vash the Stampede.
And I got Nesco.
Yep.
We have Nesco, Frank.
It is ours.
I think you have Nesco as long as you can hold on to it.
Right.
So
Oh.
I think that's the challenge here. As long as you can hold on to it, you have it. And but on that note, welcome to the 950 Club.
So that was our
Oh.
intro because we do have a special guest. It's been a minute.
A returning special guest.
That's right.
We have Jesse, who just came back from Japan.
Just it.
And again, I'm not sure how I can compete with that. I have nothing to complain about.
Fair.
But hello, 950 Club. It's an honor to be back. I really appreciate being here, and the gift was awesome. And I have a beautiful Rimuru tarot card. So
Yeah.
there's no complaints here from me.
Well, either or. Well, we are highlights from Japan. What cities did you visit and regions?
Oh, I stayed in Urusai, right off the Tokyo Bay. Literally woke up in the Sheraton with a watery view of the red sun. When they say red, I mean I woke up every morning to an exactly red sun beaming into my window, and it was beautiful.
And you went around September, October range?
I went during, oh my God, when did I go? November, October.
Oh, later. Wow.
It was later.
Yeah, it was definitely October, I believe.
Yeah.
No, November.
It was
No, it was
November.
actually November. I went
Gotcha.
November.
Duly noted.
Yeah, definitely my mind's a little sketchy, but no, I went November. I went for 9 days because I wanted to see every day of the week out there.
I'm in the same
I
boat.
wanted to
I'm
see
not
Saturday,
I'm not doing 3-day crap.
Sunday,
Yeah.
everything.
You're like, this is what a Sunday's like. This is what. Yep.
Yep.
I'm in your boat, man.
Unfortunately, I couldn't make it to like the Kyoto region and everything because honestly, just being in Tokyo, the largest city in the world, was enough to keep me busy.
That's my philosophy too. I like to see the regions at a certain time and certain season.
Also, I had to cut into a lot of time of just being lost on the subway.
The most efficient subway in the world too.
Yeah, the thing was, me and the person I went with, we made a pact to just not have any type of scheduling. So therefore, when we got lost, it
Just
was
stay
new to
lost.
us.
Hey.
We just walk around.
Yeah.
Edwin had a similar trip when you went to New York.
That was my way in New York. It's like, all right, I'm gonna walk in this direction for a few blocks and see what happens.
Yeah.
I remember it was our second to last day, and we decided to just split up. We went to go see the capybaras, which we were trying to go see for like 3 days beforehand. Every day they were just full and just... So we scheduled it. We finally got our appointment in. We went, and then we just split up. And I remember him going the exact opposite direction, me going one way, and us both ending up in Shizuku together.
Oh shit.
It's like, hey,
Hey, I know you.
yeah.
Or it would be funny if you like walked around at the same time as Shibuya.
No, 100%. It was literally great. Like,
How was the food?
Phenomenal.
Stop it.
Part 2. Part 2 is the food.
Everything about the food was, I think, accelerated by the culture of them just, I want to say like the hostess, the chefs, the waiters, the waitresses. All of them made the food taste better.
Yeah. Hospitality. Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
All of it. Like, and no, there's hospitality, and then there's Japan.
Yeah. No joke. No
Like,
joke.
welcome
Like,
into my house. Sit down.
yeah.
You are now family.
We
I
serve
felt
you.
like family.
yeah.
A lot of the meals, we just felt like, okay, we went to this random restaurant. Now they're out there, they're talking to us, they're spending time with us, they are encouraging us what to try. I sat down with a sushi chef that went to California for a few months, told me how to eat sushi properly. He
Like the etiquette, like the procedure.
the whole
Yeah.
etiquette, like
Wow.
I didn't even know you're supposed to take the sushi if it's given to you directly from the chef with your hands.
Really?
Right? Same thing I said.
Yeah.
You know,
Because we're rush in America.
exactly, yeah. Because we're so quick, they just put everything
Right.
on our plate and they serve it up to us. There, it actually comes to you on a separate plate. You grab it, you dip it, you eat it. Now, if I did like 1 or 2 or 3, but he was making these sushis or
By
sashimi
hand,
or whatever I
in front of
wanted
you.
one at a time. So it was coming to
wow.
me directly, one at a time, piece by piece, opening up the packaging, cutting off the tuna, and just plating it right there. And it was amazing.
That's an
And then the
experience.
story he was telling me and
Yeah.
just talking to me and explaining how it was going and listening to me, amazing. And I was the only one in this sushi shop.
Really?
The only one for good, I would say, about an hour. They were like, "What do you want?" I'll take the entire left side. She said, "Wait, I'm sorry. Maybe my English is not good." I said, "No, I will take this page."
They don't understand. When Jesse says he wants something, that's exactly what he wants.
That's what I want.
He's like, have you seen Parks and Rec
Yeah.
with Ron Burgundy?
All
and
bacon.
he's like, I want all the bacon in the restaurant.
That's what the man said.
Wait, I don't think you heard me. I want all the bacon in the restaurant. That's Jesse.
Yeah.
100%.
And yeah, a lot of sushi places, you would have at least a good 4 or 5 portions. I'm pretty sure they eat at least half on average.
Oh, I definitely ate about 4 or 5 people's worth. Easily.
man.
Easily.
I
No
could barely go
sides.
3. Yeah.
No sides.
Why bother
just
with the sides?
straight-
Yeah. I mean, if he's making it
Beer.
by hand
Yeah.
for you, it's
I need
like,
no sides.
forget,
Yeah.
no.
And everyone was an emotional roller coaster of flavor.
Best sushi you've ever had?
Best sushi hands down.
Oh,
Best chicken katsu, best ramen, best side salads. Best miso soup. Like, it was amazing.
So hard to find good miso soup in Chicago.
Best potato croquettes. I didn't even know you can put that much stuff in potato croquettes. Okay? Again, like I told you on the way here, I can't even step into a 7-Eleven at this point in my life.
No. Why? Why bother?
I'm upset. I'm upset at the level of quality of a 7-Eleven.
We were driving by 7-Eleven and he got mad.
So you've been to a konbini. A konbani, right? Konbani? Oh, what's the convenience
Konbai.
store? Yeah.
Yeah. There's the family, I think it's called Lawson's Family Mart and 7-Eleven are the two that we stopped. Like, they were our go-to foods during the day. Let's say if we didn't eat breakfast.
Yeah,
man,
every
we
video.
stop in.
Yeah, every video I've seen is like the 7-Elevens are like
Yeah.
on a level that
Some hot
you
pot
can't even
soup.
call these.
It looks like you're buying a sports car in there. It's like so clean.
They had soy sauce fried chicken. They had a spicy fried chicken, a oily fried chicken. Wow. I said, bro, I've never seen this many fried chicken unless you lined up Church's, Popeyes, and KFC together. But they were better. They were better.
Yeah.
For sure, too. Yeah, for sure.
And the potato croquettes, my number one. I had them with bacon, chicken, and beef. And again,
Oh my God.
we live in Chicago. I should be able to get these croquettes. I've never seen them.
No.
Period.
Chicago, sadly, like that's the only food region where kind of
Mitsuwa has the croquettes, but I don't see it very
sausage,
often.
No beef, no bacon.
I've only seen
cheese,
potato and
nothing
vegetable.
of this nature. It was like, we have a basic cheese
The level
pizza
of
here,
variety.
but they got pepperoni, they've got sausage, they've got onion. That's what it felt like.
And that's in a 7-Eleven.
They're just teasing us.
That's in a 7-Eleven. And the Lawson, the Family Marts, a lot of them are 24/7. So I'd wake up because of the time difference at like 2 a.m. And have a nice hot meal from the 7-Eleven. Or I'd go buy a full meal and microwave it there.
Yeah, and it's barely like less than $10 at times.
Yeah.
Oh my God, the prices of their food compared. And I did the comparison because I eat a lot of Japanese food out here.
Right.
Inflation, and all that. Yeah.
Triple.
Yeah.
Triple, damn near.
Triple.
Triple.
Yeah.
The bowl of ramen cost me about, I would say, like $5 out there. Out here, come on, let's be.
Oh yeah.
How much would that ramen bowl cost us?
Yeah, it's
20.
Easy.
15.
Yeah.
Easy 20.
Sure.
Yeah.
15.
Easy.
A lot of places.
Depending on the ingredients that I got.
A lot of these a lot of these places, it's like 30 now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
And it's not going to be as fresh.
Yeah, 100%. The potato croquettes I got were probably about $1.50.
Modest.
Each.
Yeah, I bet.
Here, I'm definitely paying
$4.
Like, $6 a pop, and plus they're only open from like 9 to 12.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. They don't stay open long.
You can't get 24-hour ramen in the city. You just can't.
Yeah, that's always
Even
been my
like what Monster Ramen. I think Furious Spoon
Yeah.
is one of the few that's open like longer.
And Mitsuwa, unfortunately, they only have a rush, and their soup goes out. So
Yeah.
that's what it
100%.
is.
If you don't mind the lines, when their lines do not move
It's
as fast
insane.
as Japan. And yes,
And they take their
if
time.
you go to Japan, there are lines. The lines are magnificently long, but also quicker than anything I've ever seen. Like, I've lined up for movies that have taken longer.
Yeah.
So, it's not even a big issue, honestly. Get in the line, stand there, you'll be there before you even know it, seriously. If you're from any other place in the country, and while you're in line, they actually look and see what they want to order.
Yeah.
That is the big difference. You will not get behind someone who doesn't know what they want.
Okay.
Yeah,
That makes it easier.
Yeah.
That's what keeps the line going fast.
Yeah.
You ever got behind that guy at McDonald's and he's like, what you got? How your pies tasted?
especially at the drive-thru for sure.
Like, bro, there's no conversation to be had here. There is ordering and there is moving. It is definitely a soup Nazi culture, and I love it.
Oh, yeah. Same boat. Same
It's like
boat.
you don't know what you want. Get to the back of the line.
Get to the back of the line. That's it. As long as this line was, you can see the pictures, call it a day. Order what the first person got in front of you and move on.
Yeah. Wow.
We will go there. The 950 Club will be there.
Oh,
That is an
definitely. I
experience.
definitely
Yeah.
like I told my wife. I made a deal with her. I was like, look, we will keep the house here because we were
It's worth
supposed.
a fucking penny.
The deal was me and my wife will move to Texas after my last kid graduates.
All right, nice.
You know, be out. Cool. I told her she can keep the house. I just want dual citizenship in Japan and a summer home. That's it. I want my summer home. I want it. I want it now. I'm getting it. I get what I want. As Jamaal told you, when I say I'm going to do something,
Once
You
he
do
has
it.
his mindset,
I'm
so
going to do it.
Imagine
Get
getting the
done.
summer house from like Zam. I would love to live in that area.
So
type
I'm
of thing.
definitely planning on buying an old house in Kyoto, one of the build-ups.
Oh, yeah.
and going over back and forth and fixing her up. I will definitely retire in Japan.
Same trajectory. It's the only place that makes sense in the world, honestly.
That sounds like a plan, Jesse.
It is my plan. It's 100% my plan at this point. I see no reason why I can't do it.
And so they were hospital. I know you speak a little bit of Japanese, but they were like, okay.
Ooh, actually, I speak zero.
Oh, okay.
Zero Japanese and was able to navigate this entire friendly country with no problems at all.
Hey.
Google Translator, if you do go, I would say do not be caught up in renting any type of translation device. Just make sure you get your Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
And you'll be able to use the Google Translator and get around without any issues or any extra money. Period.
Hey, no shame.
that's good knowledge.
Yeah,
That's
that
great
is.
knowledge.
Yeah.
You get it in Tokyo, especially because that's like the most populous for sure.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. And I wouldn't be, a lot of people say, don't worry about taking a taxi. They're expensive. If you're in America and you're listening to this, it's cheaper than we deal with.
And you're just mentioning about the food too. Yeah, like you can, it's almost getting there.
You,
is
you
the problem.
supplement yourself.
Yeah.
And another thing is the price you spend on food, you're not tipping ever.
Yes, in Europe as well, and like
Ever.
it's a culture shock.
Yeah, and we went to like a 5-star Wagyu restaurant, and it was still cheaper than Chili's.
Wow.
That's a shame.
That is
How
an
was the
absolute
Wagyu
shame.
there?
It must have been
Part,
amazing.
You
part
ever
three, part
had
three, part three.
A meat melt in your mouth, but then the gravy stay in your soul.
Oh my
See,
God.
because I got the I'll get like one of the Wagyu steaks from Mitsuwa for myself like
No.
once a year for Christmas.
No.
But I know that I can't make it the way they do.
No. We had Kobe and we had Wagyu. And let me tell you, I could still feel the meat literally. It was like an anime. You know, have you ever seen Food Wars?
Okay.
Where just the food and the shirt rips off? I was naked in Japan so much.
Oh
In
man.
my soul was ripped apart and recreated to the point where I became God petty. Because I knew in my life I could never eat at another restaurant in America without being disappointed. And that is the saddest part. That nothing is going to compare to the
Right.
experience. There wasn't one time I got upset. There was one time my menu was wrong. There was one time my order was wrong. There was one time
and
service
they
was
always
wrong.
get your orders wrong.
I live by a curse here in
Yeah.
the U.S.
The first time I ever met Jesse, and they messed up his steak.
Cheeseburger.
See?
His
Burger.
No matter what I order, and people, even my therapist thought I was crazy. He was like, bro, I go out to a restaurant, everything's wrong. He's like, that's not possible. Come out and eat.
Yeah.
I will order the most simplest thing on the menu. I'll be like, bro, just give me a side salad with ranch. I'll get blue cheese. And be like,
Oh, sorry.
why?
It's true. It is
Yeah.
true.
Why?
Wow.
It is true.
I'm a witness. Yep. Jamal's a witness.
It is true.
So yeah, it's not that I'm picky or I'm trying to bully the restaurant or the waitress. It just happens.
It does.
That happens to Martin a lot.
And Martin as well. Martin
That's
gets
a
bad
lot.
luck a lot too.
Yeah.
It's happened to the point where I've stopped ordering what I actually want and just order what I think they can actually just bring me.
Just have it wrapped and sealed.
He's like, you know what? Surprise me.
Like, I can't be mad if you surprise me. Just put something on the plate.
Something edible.
Something in the area of a burger.
And they'll like knock it over. The waiter will like drop it. Oh man.
And I remember me and my associate when we were there, we're literally walking around, and we were so shocked to see trash on the ground that we took a picture. It was the first bit of litter that we had seen 3 days into Japan.
That's surprising. Yeah.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
It was crazy. Crazy.
No
trash cans on the street whatsoever. Unless it was next to a vending machine. I actually had one that they would like allow you to throw the trash. Like it'd be like juice machine vending machines that would actually have it. Not all of them actually. So ridiculously clean.
Yeah.
Streets look like they were just newly paved. You could not go. I honestly went to the crappiest, most crime-ridden, quote unquote, part of Tokyo that they said, and was like.
Like old Tokyo? Or kind of
No, like they were like the Yakuza over here. This is the
Red Light
worst,
District,
the worst, not even red light, just the crime-ridden, quote unquote, part of Tokyo.
The unsavory.
Yeah. And it was like, food's great, streets great, people are nice.
This is nicer than my neighborhood.
This is Worker Park. Nothing.
Yeah.
You guys would not survive on the south side of Chicago.
No.
Oh my God.
Yep.
Are you going to politely shoot me? I don't understand. And they don't even have gun problems. So he would literally have to stab me. And I would just be like, all right, got that.
But Jamal told me that when I went to New York. I'm like, I don't know what these people are complaining about. And Jamal's like, you're from Chicago. I'm like, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, we're used to it.
What was better, the Kobe beef or the Wagyu beef?
Wagyu.
The Wagyu.
Yeah, I can imagine.
The Wagyu for me was the fat.
Yeah, the fat
made
mixed
it
in
just
it.
evaporate. Is the only word.
It literally melts in your mouth.
Like butter.
Yeah.
It
and they
literally
gave us
melts in your mouth.
And I had a lot of different cuts of it. And I think I enjoyed the fin cut strips, almost like a skirt straight. Because just grill it for literally 30 seconds.
Right. And it's perfect.
Oh, you could have wrapped anything in it. You could have wrapped up Elmo, and I would have.
Like, okay, Elmo.
Elmo tastes good in Wagyu. Yes, you do, Elmo.
You just put some soy sauce. Oh yeah.
Could have done it.
It's like, goodbye, Elmo.
Sushi
Oh,
Elmo.
my God.
No. But, and finally, did you get any go to any manga shops or video game shops?
I lived in what is the name of it? The video game century. Asaku. No, it starts with an A. It's the video game anime center of Tokyo.
Oh, Akibara?
Yes. Akihabara.
Gotcha.
I must have went there 3 times and only stayed there again 9 days.
Oh, wow.
So 3 different
You're like,
days.
I'm going back.
Like when we split up,
Morning, afternoon,
I
evening.
just went back.
Like, I'm going back there.
Or straight away. I'm like,
That's
let's
Like,
pull.
Arcade. I literally have on my keychain the first thing I won in a vending machine. If I had my
nice.
keys.
Was it like a gacha machine?
Yes, it was a No, it was a vending machine. Not
Just
gacha.
regular. Okay.
The regular vending machine, and here it is. And it brought me so much luck.
Food does not go wrong now.
That's right. It is, and it looks real. Go ahead,
Yeah.
touch it. It feels so real.
Oh, wow, that does. That's
Exactly.
That's kind of creepy.
Isn't it?
It feels like a cold, oily McDonald's French fry.
It does. And I absolutely
It doesn't
love
smell
it.
like a French fry.
Nope.
Doesn't smell.
It feels
smells
like a
waxy.
French fry.
It does, yeah.
But it does
smell.
feel like a genuine
French
and
fry.
I love it. I love it. And
And you didn't get any food wrong after that. Since
nothing bad has happened to me since I've gotten my lucky French fry.
There you go.
phenomenal.
That is.
Yeah, I went to the 6th floor place with the arcades. The overnight, I did some pinko. I did all the gacha machines. I think, did I give you a gacha gift? Did you ever get your gift from Japan?
No.
You still have to come over and get yours. But yeah, I literally got all the change that I had went to my gacha machines. That was my gifts to everyone when I came home.
You're like, here, I got this, and that.
They're like, what is it? I don't know. They're
something.
called gotchas. So either you got something good or
You
I
got something bad.
But no, 100%. That's definitely when I gave it to the kids. They all got their own little gotcha balls. I got a nice beautiful. Oh, the one I kept was the nice Sissoko from Hunter x Hunter. And he sits on my desk at work, and I'm just like, they're like, who is that? I'm like, it's a homosexual clown.
If you know, if you know.
I'm like, they're like, what? I'm like, yeah, he gets off when he fights. And they're like, what are you watching? I'm like, anime.
Just scare him a little bit.
Like Steve Urkel when he was doing his experience, it's like, shh, not while I'm boring.
That's a deep cut.
Okay, I have a transition.
All right.
Since yesterday was Miyazaki's birthday, and this is something, Jesse, you're not a huge fan of Studio Ghibli films.
That's interesting.
It's not that I'm not a huge fan. I just have my
Taste.
taste.
Yeah,
That's
no
it.
shame in
That's
that.
it. They do stuff I like. That's not
Like, people
necessarily
are still-
True.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jamal likes to
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So what's your favorite Ghibli film?
Oh, well, first of all, I got to figure out which one is he's actually. Wait,
Yeah.
Princess-
With
Princess Mononoke?
he did Princess Mononoke.
yes.
Mononoke,
I'm sorry.
which is my number
That
one
look is-
favorite anime movie.
That's Jack's
of all.
too.
Yep.
Were you at when it came out last year for the theater?
I saw.
Were you there?
I've only seen it twice.
In the theater though, it came out last year.
I
Yeah.
saw it a
My
couple years
daughter
ago.
Trinity took me.
Yeah.
Because my daughter took to anime like flies take to sugar.
And I've yet to watch that in Japanese, but the English with Gillian Anderson.
I've watched both. Definitely, but I've definitely since I've gotten older, I've just went over to Japanese completely.
Yeah.
No shame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's weird because when you say that, I'm like, I still will only watch Dragon Ball Z dub. The only thing
Trigun.
I will watch dub. I will
Dragon
watch the
Ball.
original Trigun. I don't even think I've heard Trigun in Japanese.
Japanese.
Yeah. Stampede's good in Japanese. I do admit that.
I've never actually heard it actually, so that's funny. I might have to watch that.
It's okay.
Yeah,
It's
that's
not bad.
interesting.
That's interesting. I never thought that you would have not have heard
Well, I mean,
Trigun. But I get it. I get
Yeah.
it.
This is just
Well, those are
familiarity.
much-
Because
Yeah.
it's so
Yeah.
it's so old.
Like Cowboy Bebop.
Yeah.
A lot of people stick with the dub.
True,
Yeah.
What's hard? What's such a good dub?
It's phenomenal.
Yeah.
It's one of the best.
one of the best. Yeah, I'll give
Some of
you
the
that.
older stuff, especially on Cartoon Network, it was hard to find.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Ghost
Especially
in
in
the
this
Shell.
day and age with,
Yeah.
with the internet, what it was, you
Yeah.
definitely
Yeah.
there was no way unless you went into what was it, Suncoast?
Yeah. Same boat. Same boat.
Oh, yeah.
We discussed that.
That's where I first saw
Buying the video
Trigun.
cassettes. and
Yep,
you're
that
just like,
was it.
yep.
That's what you
And
had.
Sailor Moon. They had all the Gundam there.
Yep.
God,
You could watch like
damn.
4 episodes at a time.
Ronin Warriors.
And then
all
like,
that.
when you get paid, like I'm buying another one.
Buying another
Yeah.
tape here.
We were so naive. We should protect that store with all costs. I
Oh my
swear.
god, we should.
Suncoast was
Yeah.
that
It was just pricey.
it was before its time.
Yeah.
I wish they would have became
Oh, yeah.
a website. They could have became
Yeah,
Amazon.
they definitely could
They
have.
could have became the Amazon.
They definitely
or
could've.
Netflix or whatever.
If
they
only people
wanted.
knew. If only people knew.
Well, the crazy thing is that some companies are trying to get back into, like, we have a vendor who actually is closing their entertainment branch, but they they split themselves off. They're mainly a book vendor, right? They split themselves off to do DVDs, CDs, and albums. And because the DVDs and the CDs aren't doing as well, the albums are doing amazing. But they're shutting down that branch because people aren't buying the DVDs and the CDs.
Yeah, but Best Buy's closing up their
Yeah,
DVDs.
Yeah, I saw that.
I think it will go back though. I think people are just going to be so overwhelmed with streaming.
It's going to be nostalgic. Yeah. It's
Well,
gonna,
I think
what's old
that
is
you'll
new.
get like, I was thinking about this, and this actually goes into what we were just talking about. Is some of this stuff isn't available because it never made the transition from video cassette to DVD, and it's kind of crazy to see what you can get on DVD and what never makes it there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, for me, it's that transition to streaming now. Now, like older foreign films, no, it's a straight up cutoff. No way you're going to stream it ever. That's why I've been looking at eBay with here and there foreign titles. It is what it is, especially for older films.
Yeah. I think at some point, I think with video cassettes and DVDs, you're starting to see that kind of like album, like that vinyl like mentality.
It'll come back. I think
So
it'll come back.
hopefully, yeah, it'll come back because.
Especially with anime, because the anime.
Well, yeah, because streaming is becoming so fucking annoying.
Yeah.
Where it's like, all right, when can I watch what I want to watch?
Again, like you were saying, but I think that's just an American thing. Because when I went to Japan,
It was everywhere.
everywhere
Yeah,
everywhere.
yeah.
Well, they like their
DVDs,
physical media.
everywhere.
Yeah.
That would
Every
probably be the first thing
store.
I buy. No joke. Yeah.
Yes, I
Well,
guess.
have
it
you
would really-
seen
It
some
could
of
just
these
be an American
collector's
thing.
editions that they do?
Yeah.
Man, they're beautiful. Like these things are like it's not even like you're buying the thing, you're buying the DVDs to watch, but just like the books, the stickers, the
Yeah.
posters, the figures, they come like what show was it where they had an entire chess set? Code Geass, right? Yeah,
Good
like
call.
that was
Good
amazing.
call. Good call.
Yeah, that was an amazing set.
Dang.
Jesse's like, do I like that show?
No, I don't like that show. And
But
we might as well be talking about Totally Spies. No,
we'll
my,
circle-
that garbage.
Oh no. We'll circle back to Miyazaki. Like, what's your final assessment with the man or his films in general?
They're good, and I like them. I just don't like all of them. I believe Howl's Moving Castle was one of them, right? Yeah. I mean, I don't have a problem with them. I'm just not like, oh, he's got a new one, I have to go see it.
Yeah.
Right.
That's
No
all. That's all it is.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna watch everything from James Cameron, but he's a good director.
Yeah.
Michael Bay.
I
I
agree.
love explosions,
You're not a director guy. I'm not a director guy either. So it's like if this director comes out, I'm just like, does the movie look good?
but then and he did in a new one. What was it called?
Boy
Boy in the Heron.
I'm actually looking forward to that. I kind of want to see what that's like. I'm gonna take my daughters and see if I can get my youngest hooked on anime too.
you're like, come on,
There's here and there.
this is Dad's thing. We're gonna watch it.
There's here and there violence. Nothing too gratuitous. To say okay.
You seen it?
I liked it.
Somebody told me yesterday that it was good.
Okay.
It's worth seeing at least at the theater. At least catch it at the theater. It's like if you had to pair it with another Miyazaki film, Spirited Away. Like tone wise,
I like Spirit.
Spirited
Away.
Away was
Yeah.
good. I like
A
Spirited
lot of
I like
people, that's
Spirit
their
Away.
favorite because that's
Yeah.
the one that really like,
that was my
Nah,
that was my
Princess
gateway.
Mononoke.
yeah.
The first one I saw was Kiki's Delivery Service.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
My favorite scene of Princess Mononoke is when he falls off the wolf wounded, and he's just like he instantly he just starts biting his head. And every time, even as a child, I was dying. I was like, no hesitation, huh? He's just gonna eat him.
I like when he first meets Mononoke, and he's like, I think I love you because she's a wild woman.
Like he's for real, like bro, the first woman you fall in love with is one who's just like trying to eat you and
It
kill
spits
you.
out blood. Yeah,
She's
yeah.
like, he's like, yeah.
yeah, my thing.
Okay, I have secret catch-ups. My first surprise catch-up is, you know what? I'll say this one because I told this one to Jesse a few days ago. So my first surprise catch-up is on Christmas. I watched the first Lord of the Rings movie.
You watched the first Lord of the Rings movie,
Yes.
and that's your surprise catch up.
That was my
Yeah.
hunch.
The talking about the Lord of the Rings actually goes into my Beyond Journeys because the soundtrack
Yeah.
it took me to a nostalgic place when they would play like that melody. It sounded almost like when they were going to the Shire at the end, and everyone's all happy at the end of the movies and they're playing. Every time that the episode would end, I would just be like, bro, I just feel so clean.
Yeah, the music is by Evan Call. He's done Violet Evergarden and My Happy Marriage. He's becoming more of a.
I didn't see My Happy Marriage. Is it? Who
My
saw
Happy
it?
Marriage was better than I thought. Than I
Jamal
expected.
saw it. Yeah.
My Happy Marriage was good. Lord of the Rings was good. Christina bet that I wouldn't be able to stay awake for it, so I had to watch it.
So you saw the.
I saw the first one.
Okay.
I thought it was good.
And you watched it mostly because of the tie-ins with Skyrim and Freerin and all that.
No.
Okay, just on a whim.
We were just talking, and she was like, and I was like, I've never seen Lord of the Rings, and she got mad, and she made me watch it.
Yeah.
I know, I understand because luckily for me, Lord of the Rings used to come out right before my birthday
Oh, nice.
in December.
Yeah.
So my wife had no choice but to go,
watch it,
and I
yeah.
got her hooked on Lord of the Rings, and then she had to go watch the.
Hobbit.
Yep. And it was great. It was great. I was like, see,
After some
kicking off that nerdiness.
after some time and pondering, I've accepted The Hobbit. It's just the first one needed to be tied in with the second film, then the second part with the third Hobbit. That's it. It would have been perfect. Just two films. That's it.
It was a good movie. It was long, but it went by pretty quickly.
Now, was this
for
the
me.
extended cut or just like the regular?
This was the regular, like,
Okay.
No.
2 hour, 45-minute movie or whatever it was.
The extended is the first one for the Fellowship. That one's a must. The second one has a lot of Merry and Pippin in the second extended cuts.
And they're great.
Yeah.
I'll watch the extended cuts later on.
Yeah.
Jamal's like, I'll get to that.
I did like she just put it on. I didn't even look for the extended cut. Like I was just like, whatever you do, I'll watch it. I just need to win. But it was good. Okay, my second one is the Super Mario Brothers movie.
The original.
No, the
new one.
Oh, no,
Wow,
thank
you
God.
did. You took this long to watch it?
Yeah.
Wow, I'm kind of surprised on that. That was really
yeah,
good.
I know we talked about it earlier, and I was like, I still haven't watched it.
Yeah, that
But
was.
I did
My
watch
favorite
it.
character is
Bowser.
the star.
I knew.
I have that shirt.
I
have
knew
that
it was
shirt.
going to be the star. That
The Star was
Our
good.
life is dark and
That was
deep
funny.
void.
I have never. I must have laughed at least for the entire movie.
The star was
in
funny.
Just that one sequence.
Yeah.
The Star was funny. That was a
like, are
really
you gonna
good
be
movie.
okay?
Yeah.
I don't know if I am.
In the voice acting was distracting. Everyone else was on
Oh,
board.
that was a very well done movie.
Yeah.
Like, I
Bowser
didn't
was-
expect it to be that
Bowser
good.
was actually really
Yeah.
great.
Even,
All of it.
Yeah, even
All of
Jack
it.
Black, he toned
the
down his
introduction
Jack
of
Black.
Donkey Kong. I mean,
Yeah.
like, oh man.
Oh, Donkey Kong was great.
Yeah.
No.
I love that.
They need to do a Donkey
they
Kong
know
movie.
the volume of money they can get. So,
Oh, yeah.
come on, crossing fingers.
Yeah.
Kirby movie, baby.
Just
yes.
I think that we're going to get like. I think we're going to
Netflix series
get a
at
Kirby
least.
movie. I think we're going to get a Donkey Kong movie, and I think they're going to build up to a big Super Smash Brothers movie.
I
I,
honestly think
they're
Donkey
doing
Kong
so-
was-
That would be awesome.
think Donkey Kong. would
they're
be
doing
good.
Zelda, and I'm like,
Oh no, you're right. You're right. They're doing Zelda.
But
They
I'm
are doing
like,
Zelda.
They're definitely
I
doing
thought
Zelda.
Zelda was live action now.
ooh, good.
Is it?
Yeah, I think so. The more I
Yeah.
think about it, yeah, good call.
Oh, okay.
Because
Nah,
the
I
guy
wanna-
doing
I wanna
it.
see this animated.
Yeah, I want to
universe
see an
come to
animated
life.
one.
Same, same.
I don't. The
I want to see
animated
the
movie
big
version would be much
conclusion
better.
should be like Justice League, and it should be Smash Brothers.
Just Smash.
Bam.
Just Smash.
Yes, absolutely.
Matter of fact, throw in a foreign element to be the Smash Brothers, protagonist. Like, Bram, hey, these people have been sneaking around these movies the entire time, and then suddenly they just
Yeah.
Smash Brothers them. I guess who would actually who can we get for that?
Even if
Who's
it's
the hidden villain behind the curtain for that?
even
for
if it's
Nintendo?
Brawl's plot, I'll be fine with it. Just any of their plots.
They would have to be
They don't have
a
to be like
character
a-
in
They
the 80s.
seem to
They can't
finally-
be a new character. You know
No.
what I mean?
Yeah.
There's gotta
no.
be an old school
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nintendo character.
Who's in the darkness? Who could we do for that?
Meta Knight. If you do Kirby with Meta Knight.
No, Meta Knight's my favorite. He's a good guy.
I'm just
Meta
thinking,
Knight is a good guy.
I'm
He's
thinking
a
like somebody
knight.
can cross both though.
Well, they seem to finally be getting video game movies right. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah.
And they're baby steps with anime adaptations.
Oh, like,
Yeah, because
that's
One Piece
not,
was
like-
good. Yu Yu Hakusho was like, and I'm done.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's literally
Yeah,
how I felt. I
somebody-
watched like 2 episodes of the Rush Bull, and you know what was sad? You were thinking, bro, you're gonna rush One Piece and do justice to Yu Yu Hakusho, and it was the exact opposite. Because One
Yeah.
Piece felt like I can get behind this story, and then Yu Yu Hakusho was like, in your face, take some of this. You wanted this from season 3, right, bitch? Here.
All that build up for nothing. Oh,
What the
man.
hell?
So was the original creator a part of it? Because I know
I don't
with
believe so,
One
no.
Piece he was pretty
Yes.
heavily involved.
Oh no!
And with all their other
he
projects, they weren't.
He picked
Yeah.
Luffy, I believe.
Yeah.
if I'm not mistaken.
I think he was very heavily
Yeah,
involved.
but
So
no, Yu Yu Hakusho had no support.
you can that I could tell. Like I haven't watched One Piece,
It was bad.
but you can tell like from what they've done with Cowboy Bebop and what you're saying about Yu Yu Hakusho and
Zam,
all the
Zam.
in the Zom 100 movie, which was horrendous.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that was bad.
Do we need to talk about that?
Yes, please.
I think we need to cry
Please.
about that.
You saw it too.
No.
I watched it.
But this
They
man
didn't.
has like,
Oh, it was horrible.
Look,
Jamal
I've
is not
had to
happy.
deal with the Kingdoms movies over the last couple of years, and
Which
no
ones?
one Kingdom,
okay.
and no one even knows. That's like one of my top 5 animes.
Mm-hmm.
Kingdom is great. I don't know if you guys seen it. The first season was mostly crappy CGI, And then second season is where the animation kicked. Story was always great.
Yeah.
I don't know. Have any show of hands who've seen it?
No, but I'm familiar with it. It's similar to Vinland Saga, right?
You got yes.
Yeah.
But better.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not crazy about Vinland.
Better. More action. More historical. More it's just beautiful. It's a beautiful anime. I love it. It's exciting. It's historical. It puts you in the seat of being a general and what it takes to be an actual general.
Okay.
And I love it. It is and I can't wait for a new season. But the movies, Netflix is about to release the third movie, and I'm just like, bro, how do you keep doing this?
Netflix needs to just stop. Because it's just it's hard to watch these things. When I was watching Full Metal Alchemist, the Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood movies,
The Scar movie.
yeah, see, when I was watching those for the podcast, I was like, the things I do for this podcast, those were so bad. Those were just so bad, and I'm like, how do you pick the voice actors? How do you pick what scenes you want to do? How do you take such good material, such good and solid material, and turn it into this crap? And I just don't. I'm like, Netflix, I don't understand how you just
It's
cut.
not their fault. It's every anime movie come to life.
You know, but
It's everyone. Name 3 good anime movies.
The only one that are comparable with me are Mushishi, the
None.
live adaptation. That's it.
none.
the
somebody
most you
tried
can
to do
are
it.
The ones that have like the cop ones or something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The
Yeah,
law
yeah.
enforcement ones. You have nothing to have to do extra. Like, but if you have any sort of power, it's over.
And that's why
It's
we were,
over.
that's why we were disappointed.
How do you explain
with-
Cowboy Bebop?
Yes.
Because
That's why
literally
we were
they
disappointed
have
with Cowboy Bebop.
no powers. Well, were you the one person who liked Cowboy
No.
Bebop, the live action?
No,
I've
I
talked to
watched
people
one
that like
episode
that.
and turned the shit off.
Once again, I watched the whole thing for this podcast.
I couldn't.
Because
my given to that would be like, I watched one episode and turned the shit off.
yeah.
And I would stand by that, and that would be my review. Because I'm not going to put up with my life and give you time for something that's garbage.
It
was beyond garbage.
Yeah.
But, oh my God, I just realized how much I want a live action Sailor Moon.
It's possible.
Be careful what you wish for.
I just want to see the outfits.
You can do that at Comic-Con every year, man.
No,
Just go to Comic-Con
if it was
every
made-
year.
if it-
and,
This
like,
is true. They do have a lot more meat on them
If-
than
if it-
Comic-Con.
If it was made in America, it'd be canceled. But no, the shorts are too short. Blah, blah, blah. They have to wear pants.
That's not. I mean, nah, because we have like all sorts of crazy reality shows where women wear nothing.
That's true.
Exactly.
So-
We literally had one that was called Naked Relationships, wasn't
Yeah.
it? They were wearing literally nothing.
naked and afraid.
There
But
you go.
I love that.
you say that, and
But
yet
they
the discussion we had about
Yeah.
Faye and her outfit, which
Faye?
you didn't watch.
The live action
Faye
Cowboy
Valentine.
Bebop.
Yeah.
The first episode was only
So you-
Spike.
yeah.
Okay.
There was a
Okay, I'm
whole.
like, I didn't even get
This
to her.
this was beyond the first.
was
This was
she
beyond the first.
blonde?
No.
No, she was the first one.
She was
They
Was
put-
it Scarlett Johansson?
No, no.
They put more.
she was Hispanic. A Hispanic.
They
Faye
put more
Valentine.
clothes on her. They put more clothes on her because they felt like her outfit wasn't appropriate. But then they were throwing them into strip clubs with nude billboards, and they had like 100 naked people processing drugs.
She had a lesbian
like
relationship.
the
in the
Attack
show.
on Titan movie when they just was like his homegirl just disappeared. So you just not gonna be a part of any of this. So we just gonna start off strong and then go left. You just completely ignored everything that was about it.
Yeah.
Garbage.
I could see them doing a Sailor Moon movie
Or Trigun.
where they have to wear pants.
Trigun series would be amazing.
Because if they're wearing skirts, you're objectifying them.
Oh no, they would definitely be in some Christmas stockings and stuff. 100%.
I can see that.
They'd be in the color. They would match the colors to their stockings, and that would be about it.
But then I could see some eating kitty cat scenes because it's like,
Yeah.
it's like, that's okay.
They do that.
We can't see like anything above the knee, but
That's what they did in Cowboy Bebop.
Yeah.
Faye, they had to change Faye's outfit, but they show her having a lesbian sex scene.
100%. No, but Trigun I think could work.
Yeah. Well, they've been stalling with My Hero, and like one of the reasons I stalled it is because of one of the characters, Momo. She practically is naked, and she's a high schooler. So like,
yeah, it's not a good one to really try to pull off.
But they're kind of like pushing motions. They're always
because it's popular. They want to do it, and it's like
and they want The Rock to be All Might.
No.
Yeah, I know.
For the love of God, no. What? You can't even see The Rock with hair.
You didn't hear this?
It's got to be.
It was at least 2 years. It's got to be an
all-black line. It's got to be an all. He doesn't even do characters with hair. That's impossible. I'm not going. I can't see it. There's no makeup artist in the world.
Well, how are they going to do like?
Who could pull that blonde hair? There's no way. There's no way.
It was just.
You know what? I can see it. I can see it in a Netflix movie. They'd do that. They would do it.
I would cancel my subscription. At that point, I would be strictly HBO Max. I don't even have HBO Max, but I would just go to whoever your biggest competitor was, Netflix. Like, you did what you did. You know what you did.
Yeah.
You know, I've had that thought like 5 times this month. I'm like, can I get rid of it and be okay?
You know what? And when we do another state of streaming thing, we need to discuss this because I just got an email from T-Mobile. They're now giving us Hulu for free.
Oh, wow.
They've actually been doing that for like 4 years. I'm not going to lie.
No.
Yes.
No.
My wife has had it for a while.
Oh, no.
T-Mobile.
No, Sprint gave us Hulu for free.
Oh, well,
and then when they became,
okay, that makes sense. That makes sense.
So now
that makes sense.
You get Netflix, Hulu, and Apple TV from T-Mobile.
Bro, there's not a phone service out there that doesn't give you something for free.
Right. So I'm like,
point,
so this is again, it goes into like
it's a game. It's just what it is at this point. I'm trying to see which phone give me Disney Plus. Like, bro, come on, Boost.
So what money are you actually getting from subscribers if they're getting it free with the television with the phone plans?
Oh no, you're paying in it.
The phone company is giving them something,
and they're hoping that you forget.
Right.
They're hoping that you forget your subscription.
After that first year, you just keep paying.
You're inflating your numbers.
They're not. They just took away one of those fake charges that they gave everyone.
Man, this is true.
They literally was like activation fee minus $5 and called it a day. That's it. There was no change.
Yeah, and it's weird how, like we mentioned before, how they monetize. Like, it's not exactly getting subscribers; it's more about using the streams, right?
Yep, 100% too.
Yeah,
and if they getting a stream and they're getting that advertisement, all that stream money off of you watching what they just gave you for free, they're pretty much making
thus
their
Tubi
money back.
and the Freevee and all the
They're
TV.
They're the ones that's really racking.
Because they can say, look, this show has this many streams.
Yeah.
But
It doesn't matter how you're watching it or how you're paying for it.
I reran this many ads during this. It got this many streams. Like, you could quantify that.
But like, there are times where it's like, I want to sit in on their like shareholder meetings. I mean, like, all right,
you'll see everyone doing crack.
I want to hear how much you're making. I want to hear what your projections are, your cost projections. It's like, I want to know everything because I'm curious, you know?
I would love to know how they make money off of streaming. Personally, I don't understand that.
Which is how they afford to do what they do.
We've had countless discussions about this.
That really goes more towards, for me, the music streaming industry versus the movie.
Spotify unfortunately has stranglehold the whole thing. Yeah.
We brought that up too. Like
because Pandora and what's the other one?
Apple.
There's the Apple.
iHeartRadio.
Yeah.
And the Apple has its own.
iHeartRadio has been able to pull off their own concerts.
Yes.
Yeah.
How?
You'd be amazed with money.
It's insane. And like, it's so weird now because it's like, again, it goes back to like so much lost music. Like, I forgot who I was listening to, and it was like, it might have been Joe Budden or somebody. And they're like, you're not going to be able to listen to a lot of my catalog because, a lot of it was during the mixtape era. And, between
that piff.
Like
shut
all
down,
the sampling.
All of my mixtapes.
And the beat, there's no way I could put this up without having to get this cleared and this cleared. And I use this beat. So it's like, you take that back to the days when people were just jacking music for no reason. and just like, all right, I'm just going to use this person's beat and
Because
do
there's
a
a
new
lot
song or
of
whatever.
mixtapes that just you cannot hear on the radio, and
You can't
not
hear
possible.
it. And it's like, and it goes back to what Jack was saying. It's like that stuff just gets lost in history.
Yeah.
If you don't have that CD, you can't
It's
find
gone.
it anywhere.
That's my number one fear.
So
There was one song I
Games,
listened
movies.
to when I got out the military, and I drove from Texas to Louisiana, and it was one song. It was a rap song about the dude, and I can't remember who it was, and he was just rapping about movies. So everything that he said was a line from a movie, and it was amazing to me. And I just couldn't find it on DatPiff, and I couldn't remember the artist. I typed in lyrics that I remember, it never came up.
Wow.
So to me, the song only now lives in my memory.
Could be.
I had a resurgence like that experience. When I was younger, I saw here and there films. My parents would watch random critical films and all that. And I was young, just processing in. I remember this specific scene where a boy's just teasing this girl the whole time mercilessly, and they're Asian. I think it was like the first like registration I ever had of Asian people. And years later, I was familiar with the book Joy Luck Club. I'm like, oh, okay, I've been meaning to see the movie. I see the movie, it was that same exact scene. So this whole time it was a Joy Luck Club. Sometimes you just have that intuition.
Nice.
Yeah. Sometimes you have that intuition. Sometimes it's like lost memory.
I know what it is. It's there somewhere.
Video games, I get that a lot with video games too. It's kind of eerie.
Actually, one of the strangest things about going to New York was that I remembered places that I had never been. Yeah, I've talked about this with a few people where it's like when I was in New York, I was remembering places that I had never been to because I had played them in like multiple games. And it was just like the weirdest experience. Like I've been here, like I recognize like this street corner. And it's like not because I'd been there, but because I'd played it in a game.
That's how I felt going to Japan.
Yeah, I can imagine, especially in Akibara.
A lot of stuff. I was like, I've seen that. I've seen that.
Yeah.
I've seen that. And when it came down to the meals, because my third genre of anime is food
porn.
Yep. So it was like, and I literally ate, my entire trip was about food, so I literally ate everything that I've ever wanted to eat in anime.
Yeah.
So amazing.
Nothing
everything.
First phase.
So we could sit down and watch Restaurant to Another World, and it would be like,
oh my god, I've watched it like 6 times.
Yep.
Stop it.
I love that.
Campfire cooking.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm excited.
He's like,
with that
we'll get to that.
Well,
Yeah.
Speaking of which, we'll do that.
Wait, hold on. Let me get the.
Oh,
All
your
right.
last
he
catch.
has his
One last
catch
catch
up.
up. My last catch up is I watched the first 2 Harry Potter movies.
Oh wow, you did it!
That was my other
did
hunch
it.
too.
Wow, how did you feel about those?
It took me a week to watch the second one.
Oh wow,
The second one's my least favorite. I do admit
It took me a week.
But
I kept falling asleep on
you
it.
can come over and watch them with your niece now because she is on the 3rd movie.
She's on 3rd movie?
She's read all the books, and now
There you
she's
go.
ready for the movie.
Okay.
Hey,
I'll do that.
there you go.
third movie is my
It's
favorite.
more detective-y than I thought.
Yeah,
it's great.
the first few, and
They're
those kids
detective-y.
are just terrible because it's always they're like, it's Snape. No,
Yeah.
no, it's not.
Think about it, kids.
Until
Think
it
about
is,
Yeah.
and then it's
whole
like,
The entire movie, they're like sneaking out their dorm when they're not supposed
Poor
to.
Snape.
Every day.
all right.
Yeah.
Every day.
In the
He's
book,
getting caught up
and-
on that. He's
and I
getting
like
caught up
Snape.
on this.
I like Snape.
like in the books, is a different transition. It feels like Harry's just a bad boy. He just doesn't care.
He's not a bad boy.
But
He's
in the books, it feels like that.
He's
No,
a little bit.
I would agree.
Yeah, it's just a weird tone.
He's feistier.
Yeah.
He's a little bit. He has a little bit more.
He doesn't seem like such a
They made.
cowardly guy.
pushover.
Pushover.
I always
yeah.
felt like he was a pushover.
Yes.
In movies.
Yeah.
He does it. He's definitely like, what's that sound? Let's go check it out.
Yeah.
In the movie, he's like, what's that sound? I don't know. We
Yeah.
should do that.
I think what they tried to do is, I think they were afraid that if they portrayed him the way he was in the books, he wouldn't be as sympathetic as he is in the movies. Because I noticed that, because there's a little bit of more of a comeback. He's a little bit feistier. He's a little snarky motherfucker a little
yeah.
bit.
He's jaded. in a sense.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, growing up the way he did, he's like, screw these people. You don't get as much of that in the movies, and I thought that was like, I'm like, you could have trusted people to like him regardless, based on like his life.
And they didn't give a lot of love to the other characters in the movies.
No, they don't.
Especially
Yeah.
like Tonk and the
Yeah.
werewolves. It was like a whole.
And some
the Half-Blood Prince was just
Butchered.
butchered. Thank you.
Yeah.
It was mostly about Snape.
Yeah.
That entire book was mostly about him.
Which it needed to be because
And
given
then the
what
movie,
happens,
what was
yeah.
it? I really honestly don't even remember the movie.
A lot of people
because it was
don't.
just
That's the one, yeah. That's my least favorite
Definitely,
of the bunch.
100%.
Yeah.
Because they butchered it. Because they just completely left Snape out of the equation. And that entire book was
Which
his
makes
book.
no sense given like what happens in
Right.
the yeah.
All of that was permanent. Like, it was all necessary for the story to continue. And they just kind of,
Well, they
again,
because
butchered it.
yeah. Well, because the focus they wanted to keep the focus on Harry and the gang, and it's like
And
that.
there was no way. Not for that book. There was no way.
No, well,
It was
how
impossible.
she wrote it though was kind of subtle in the sense of like the backstory is like prominent. It was crafty. It was very crafty, and yes, she's a horrible person, but writing style is pretty unique. I do admit.
We
that.
all do horrible things.
I know, but it's just one of those things where
Her
later
character
on, like, oh,
is love. That's all I care about.
fair. And,
Yep.
and apparently doing HBO reboot, right?
I
don't know
curious about
what
that.
they're planning
the
on
Percy
doing.
Jackson.
They're doing
sorry,
something.
I'm sorry to
No, you
rearrange this,
Oh.
but I've been like I've read all the Percy Jackson books.
Yeah.
I love them to death. The new Disney Percy Jackson series,
Pretty good.
watchable.
No, nice.
Watchable.
I've heard good
Really?
things too. Yeah,
It is great.
Really?
I love it.
Way better
Absolutely.
than way better than the
Disney
movie.
Plus.
Oh,
something
way
right.
better than the movie.
Okay.
Way better
Disney
than the
did
movie.
they've only
something
done
right.
one movie, right? That was it.
They did too.
No, they
Two.
did. they
Okay,
did
that's
more.
what I thought.
And they were both crap. And
I think Harry
but
Potter.
the series, watchable.
I think because of the nature of the books, I think Harry Potter works better as a show. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
No, Percy.
Huh?
You mean
No,
Percy?
no, both.
Yes.
With some of these,
I
like,
would
yeah.
agree with you.
It'll give
Percy,
more legs, yeah.
Harry Potter would have worked better
Yeah.
as a BBC show.
I was about to say, and that was the other thing too. It felt like Harry was a little
True.
bit dissociated.
I
I could,
agree.
I could, I
That's
could,
it. That's the
I
word
agree.
I'm going for. That's what I want to see.
I agree.
I agree.
Yeah, I agree.
I could see that.
I
could
think
see
they
that.
would respect it a lot more
Yes.
than
100%.
yeah.
100%.
I think the level of acting and the level of respect given to the show would be.
I wouldn't even
like,
care about the graphics and stuff
No.
versus the story.
Yeah.
And that's what they would have given us.
Yeah.
A solid story.
You know what? A BBC
And
production.
a conclusion.
Yeah. A BBC production with a Hollywood budget.
And co-pair with Max. Yeah, it could work.
Yeah, because I was watching it, and like the first movie, the first 30 minutes, and I'm like, am I watching Naruto? Because it's the same like type of origin story, and I'm just like,
Chosen child, essentially. Yeah.
But that's a lot of like.
okay.
That's something that plays all the time, even in
Yeah.
Star Wars and
Yeah.
like
Demon Slayer kind of sneaks
That's
that
not
in.
true because Naruto was just completely abandoned. No family whatsoever, no step parents, no aunts, no uncles, no nothing. And even the person that was supposed to take care of him just abandoned him and left him in an
He was the
apartment and
chosen
brought that dude
child.
ramen.
His
He gave him a
parents died.
ramen allowance
You
and
said
just
the-
left him.
You said the ramen's good.
He just left him though. This kid can't eat ramen every day
Why not?
because he's a child.
Could you eat ramen in Japan every day?
No.
No.
I couldn't do that either. Because
Why? Because when I did eat my ramen, I went into a comatose sleep.
Yeah. Super filling.
I was not prepared.
All that
It
sodium.
was that
Oh,
like
man.
it was that good that
It was that
just like,
feeling. There was no way.
that comforting.
Bro, this bowl was like Texas style. I'm going to go eat some barbecue.
Okay.
But you want to finish it because there's no taking it home. There's no, I'm going to wrap this ramen up to go. It doesn't exist. And I got the small bowl. I couldn't imagine what a large was or even a medium. My God.
Yeah. And the noodles are probably more, refined.
The
Oh, I'm
noodles
sure
were
they made it
addictive.
fresh. I'm sure they made it
Addictive.
fresh.
wow.
You couldn't stop.
Yeah.
It hurts.
I've been snacking.
It hurts so bad. It hurts so good. Was that pork?
Thank you for tuning in to another great 950 Club session with our after hour special with Jesse. And yes, it was a treat to have him over, and to catch up with him because it's been a while. And his trip to Japan was awesome, and we marveled at it. And Jesse's one of those people that pretty much psychs you up in any regard, in any capacity. So I'm pretty sure me and the rest of the 950 Club will go to Japan as soon as he goes over there as well. Me personally, I'd like to thank Jesse and sincerely hope that he will get that summer home in Kyoto. But nonetheless, we're going to have another session soon with Jesse, and it's going to be a top 10. It's going to also link up with our discussions on Freeing Beyond Journey Zen. So stay tuned, and thank you again for listening in. Goodbye.